To just a crazy story. We're talking about funeral directors that are being charged with tampering with a corpse, multiple charges. We have our Leslie De Las Bour. You just spoke with a family. And first of all, take me back to what these funeral directors are charged with.
So the funeral directors, I'm going to look at my notes here because it's a lot of information to digest here. 2 former Houston funeral directors are charged with, or 3 counts, 3 felonies of abuse of corpse, because according to court documents, there were multiple bodies found. They were decomposed, covered in bugs. One body was found in almost like a liquid kind of state. So, I mean, the court documents, reading them, it's gruesome. It's horrifying to know what these families went through. But again, these 2 former funeral directors are being charged after this all unfolded months ago. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now in the case.
And this is the Richardson Mortuary,
yes.
So you can see video of that right there. Now, you spoke with family members. I mean, when did they find out, and what are they saying?
So the family kind of found out, shockingly enough. Well, so the woman's name is Donna Gordon. I spoke with her son, Donald, and his uncle, Hilton Lyles. And so Donna passed in December. And they didn't really find out anything until April, kind of when all of this was unfolding. That's when they started to get some sort of communication from the funeral home. And so his mother, again, passed away, and they really didn't get her remains until April, but no communication, no nothing. So he was kind of left, in limbo, and that's why he reached out to us, was like, I want to tell my story too. I'm seeing this on the news. I'm a victim as well. And so I talked to them today, and obviously, as you can imagine, they feel some sort of closure and some sort of relief, but at the same time they don't, because it's not going to bring back how his mother was treated. It's also not going to bring her back. So this family, they have an attorney, and they want their story to be told in a courtroom, but at this point they're just, again, there is a sign of relief, but they're also frustrated because they just can't believe that this really happened to them. But they're glad to see some sort of accountability, as you can imagine.
I mean, you can't even imagine something like this happening. I mean, already going through such a loss yourselves. I mean, you're just trying to figure out what the next steps are. So when it comes to this body, I know you spoke with one family. Are there others that could be possibly out there that are victims as well? Yeah, there's so many victims. I don't even remember the exact number of stories that I did when I spoke with these families back when this happened. But there are so many victims. There's some families who actually probably going to talk tomorrow. They just weren't available today, but they do want to share their story, and they want to share, like, yes, I'm pleased that there are charges, but I still want justice for my loved one that was treated so poorly when they passed. And this is what they're telling me at this point. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Again, we did speak with one family today. Hopefully more families will come forward now that these 2 former funeral directors have been charged. But again, and I also spoke with the attorney as well. We're working to get a statement from him, the attorney of Michael Richardson, the former funeral home director himself. So hopefully we will get that. I know there is a court hearing tomorrow as well, so we'll just have to stay up to date as far as what happens and keep our eye on this case for sure. So did these families actually get just some sort of correspondence from the funeral home that something was happening, or did they, I mean, how did this come about?
So there was, I think when we first covered the story, another colleague of ours covered it originally at first, but there was like a viral video of a man going into a funeral home, and there were just bodies everywhere. I mean, some of them were uncovered, decomposed, I mean, just in horrible states and conditions. And so that video went viral, and I think multiple news stations that day, I didn't cover it that day, but multiple news stations that day were there and out, in front of the funeral home or the mortuary, talking to families about, what did you just walk in and see? Because I think one woman went in to get some answers, and she noticed the back door was open, and she noticed some construction workers, and she was in there and like, oh my goodness, she walked in and saw these deplorable conditions. And so that's how everything just kind of sparked, and all these people started coming forward and saying, oh, this makes sense. I haven't gotten my loved one's remains. Like, I talked to a mother when this all happened at first. Her child was only maybe a few days old, and she hadn't received her child's remains after losing her baby in the hospital. Yeah.
So I guess moving forward, I mean, something that people can take away is just, continuously contacting and going to the actual funeral home.
Yeah, the family I just spoke with, the uncle, he had a good, I think, quote. He said, trust but verify. Obviously when you're dealing with death, you want to trust that whatever funeral home that you're going to, they're going to, it's a part of their job, right? Like, you're trusting them with your loved one, you're trusting them with your grief, with everything that you're going through a tremendous loss, right? So this family said, moving forward, their advice to any other family is trust but verify.
Yes.
Trust but verify. So that's their advice.
And this just comes to me just from like a personal situation that had happened. Like, you're just so vulnerable at the time, and you don't know what to do. So even, I know it's hard, but just preparing some sort of something to be able to know where to go or what to do is probably another good route as well.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
Leslie, thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Yeah.